Hello, everybody. My name is Joya. Thank you guys for being here. I am in the process of twisting my hair. I have absolutely no idea how it's going to come out because I'm not using the curling cream, but I did not use curling cream a few weeks ago and my hair was bomb. So we're going to try that thing again. Um, but in the process, I'm going to talk a little bit about plus size women and dating. I'll be honest with you. This is water, by the way. So in between my twists, I'm going to use water. It's not fun. It's not fun to date as a plus size woman because a lot of men assume that you are desperate, that nobody else wants you, and so they're coming to play on that. And I had somebody tell me a few weeks ago, they were like, this person knows me, so they were just like, Joya, I know you got a good spirit, you got a good heart, like you genuine. That's rare to find. And they were just like, I pray that you find a man that is not coming to use you. You know what I mean? Because when you have a genuine spirit, a genuine heart, and you're not really trying to meet a man for anything other than love, a lot of men will take that as weakness. They'll take your kindness for weakness. They'll be like, oh, she willing to do this, she willing to do that. Not realizing they're operating from the wrong place. Because if you're coming in a woman's life to simply use her, abuse her, whatever, you're lost. You're broken. But that's unfortunately a lot of the men that I've met being plus size. Like they're coming to be a leech. And at some point, I was lost, broken, busted, and disgusted. So I was the person that was like, okay. I remember this guy I was living with. This was years ago, mind you. I'm 26. I think I was like 20, maybe 21 at the time. Like this stupid heat damage. um, and this guy was like going through a rough season, financially, whatnot. And he was just like, I got this job overnight cleaning or something like that. And, I just need some money for like my shoes, my non-slip shoes. It was like $60 somewhere. And I was like, okay, because I liked him, but so I gave it. And that's also the same person that I paid for the first date. Mind you, this is years ago. So it's 5 years ago. I have since grown. I do not pay for first dates. I don't pay for dates. I don't pay for a man's attention anymore. But at some point I did because I was lost. I was confused in the sense of I didn't know who I was. I didn't know that I didn't just have to accept just what a man gave me. Because when you grow up, this is what a lot of people are not going to tell you. When you grow up plus size, that humiliation, that bullying, that disdain for you, because a lot of people hate fat people. So when you grow up as a child and people are bullying you because you're big and blah, 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 you carry that into adulthood. So I'm still every single day unpacking, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel inadequate? And a lot of it is not because of like childhood trauma. Yeah, you can consider it childhood trauma, but it has nothing to do with parents and that. It has everything to do with when I was in school, people bullied me. And you know what I mean? And to this day, I still have not unpacked it all because it's so traumatic that I just try not to think about those times because it was really bad. Not to mention the weight was one thing that, I got bullied about, but also my hair. Like, at the time, I was like bald. Not literally bald, but you know what I mean. Like when they say if your hair don't touch your back, you need tracks. Yeah, like that was me. Now my hair touches my back, but back then it didn't. I was just, yeah. So a lot of that stuff carries on. So when you grow up and men never want you, like ever, outside of just to be a friend or just to be somebody that they can use, you grow up in adulthood and then you start to kind of come into yourself and you start to look a little different in a good way, and you realize, wow, like how do I unpack this? Because this man didn't want me in sixth grade, and I remember there was this guy, I don't never liked him like that physically, nothing, just never liked him as a person or in any way romantically. But I remember, he was not kind to me in middle school. And I remember like we went to high school together too, but post graduation, like I kind of glowed up. And he's like, wow, Joy, you look good. I was like, didn't you just like hate me? You told me I was fat like 6 years ago. You know what I mean? But that doesn't go away. So even though he said this in middle school, it's still to this day I'm like, wow. Like if I see him out, I'm like, okay. I don't care how nice you were to me now, you were mean then. So I'm always gonna keep that in the back of my mind. So being plus size dating, you run into a lot of these men that just want to use you, want to get what they can get from you, and then they go about their business. And it's typically financial, you know. So ladies, keep your wallet in your purse, keep your credit card in your wallet. Don't be giving out no money because you feel like that's going to buy attention or that's going to buy love, because I'm telling you, you're going to get used and you're going to get abused. Once they get that cash out, once they get that Venmo, they don't want you. They're going to go about their business. And that's what I have found, that's what I have learned, and that's why I have grown to not be that woman that is desperate for a male attention, because in middle school and high school, I didn't have any money. I couldn't afford to pay a man to like me. You know what I mean? But when you grow up and you get a degree and you get into a field and you make decent money, it's like, oh, okay. This man just say he needs $60 and that'll give me a conversation with him. Then you know what? I'm gonna do it. But what you're not realizing is while you're trying to get this man's approval, while you're trying to get him to see you as worthy, God has already deemed you worthy. So you're about to get with somebody that's about to take you on a journey where you're going to eventually hate yourself. So I hate a lot of the things that I allowed in my late teens and early 20s, all because I just felt like if I could just get somebody to like me, then it'll make me feel better about myself, Some people say, oh, this is a you issue. It's not a plus size issue. No, it could be both. But a lot of plus size women have gone through the same thing. Like, I don't know any plus size woman that has not been bullied at some point in her life, because the world hates fat people. And I hate using the word fat, but I need you to understand what I mean. Because when I say plus size, some people think a size 12 is plus size, and if they shape like this, it's like, nah. I need you to understand, when traditionally you're not what society says. Think of a Lizzo. When I mean plus size, that's what I mean. People aren't kind. Men don't like you for you, they like you for what you can do for them. And it's unfortunately sad, but it's reality. But I think that as I started to unpack a lot of these things, these feelings, I realized that there's a lot that has to be taken into account when you start dealing with men, when you're somebody that's of a bigger weight. You gotta make sure this man is not coming to get what's in your wallet. You gotta make sure he's not just a chubby chaser, because there are men that literally only deal with plus size women because it just makes them feel better about themselves. Chubby chasers. You also gotta make sure he doesn't hate himself. Because when a man hates himself, he'll go to a woman that he thinks hates herself. Typically, plus size, dark skinned women have always been put down in society. So he says to himself, oh, if I can get a woman that's dark and big, you know what? I know she probably don't even like herself. She hates how she looks. She hates who she is. And I hate who I am. So I'm going to just be that jerk and have no emotional intelligence when I'm dealing with this woman, because I hate me and I want her to hate herself too. So there's just so much that goes into it. And even to this day, like I said, I'm still unpacking a lot of it. I'm like trying to figure out why do I want these type of men. When I mean these, I mean men that typically don't want me. um, because people always say, get with the person that wants you, but I think that's the wrong idea if you don't want that. So I say, want who wants you, but you should also want them. And if you don't want them, if you only want them because they want you, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna last. What get it? Here's one. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna work. And you're just gonna be looking crazy because you're gonna be with somebody that you never wanted, all because they wanted you. And I've been there. Like there are men to this day. If I call them, text them, whatever, they'll probably marry me within 6 months to a year because they want me. But those are not the men that I want. So I could say, you know what, just to have somebody, let me go with these men. Or I could say, you know what, Julia, until you can get to a place where you can attract the man that you want and he also wants you, stay single, work on you, get your body where you want it to be. Because it's not about a man, it's about me loving how I look. And right now I don't. I'm content because I can look a lot worse, you know what I mean? But I'm not like happy. I'm just okay. Like, all right, until I can get where I want to be, let me just accept where I'm at. And I've lost 30 plus pounds since last year. So we working, and I know if I just get in the gym, this is all just from diet changes. Um, I'm doing a lot of fasting and whatnot. But I know if I just get in the gym, I could lose 2 times weight. And I know that I'll have to be ready when I lose this weight and I get where I want to be physically. I have to be ready for the men that's going to come up from the past and be like, that didn't want me, and be like, oh, let me shoot my shot. I have to be ready. And I have to say, you know what? I understand that you were attracted to me then, but I'm not attracted to you now. So there's literally no man that can come from the past that I wanted, that knew I wanted them and didn't want me. And when I lose weight, come around and shoot a shot and accept it. There's no man that can do that. Because I know that I've had the same pure heart since I was a child. Anybody that knows me since 6th grade can tell you, up until this moment, she always been who she is. She got a pure heart, she got a pure spirit. Yeah, she may be down 50 pounds, 100 pounds, but she always been who she is. So I can't just allow myself to just be with somebody when I lose the weight that didn't want me when I was, heavier. Because I just know that my heart has always been how it is, And I understand attraction. I'm not saying whatever, but it's just, you don't want to be with somebody that rejected you. And then say, hey, now I want you. It don't even feel right. You feel like you settling in a sense. At least that's how I would feel. But see, I have to say, like, just use wisdom in dealing with men when you're of a heavier size. Because there are men that are genuinely don't care about weight. They're just looking for the heart, but that is rare. And there are men that say, you know what? I know she's not what she wants to be physically, but I see her heart and I'm willing to work with her because I know she wants to work on herself. And if it could be a man that's a fitness trainer, and you're like, listen, she got a good heart, and I know she wants to work on herself. She's not doing it for me, she's doing it for her, but I'm somebody that's in this field and I can help her. There are men that will do that. It's rare. More often than not, you're going to meet a man that's going to look at you and say either, yeah, oh yeah, or yeah. can shoot my shot. And it's 9 times out of 10, just how you look, how you're shaped. Because you can be plus size and still be shaped like what people say they want. But when you're bad built, when your body is not even, when your top is a little round and your bottom is a little small, or other way around, you're not really getting treated very nice. So, but that's just been my experience. There are plus size women, big women that have not had any issues getting in if they want, and that's good for them, you know? But it's not my story. Not my story. I don't feel sad for myself at all. I used to. I don't feel sad. But what I will say is, it's just a matter of doing the work, getting to where I want to be physically, and not just physically, mentally too, because that plays a part. Addressing those bullying remarks from middle school, and understanding that doesn't define me. You know what I mean? That what people have said about me does not define me. It does not make me. It should not make me feel like I'm less than. Like I have to know that I'm worthy because my Father in heaven already deemed me worthy. And although I'm not what society praises as a standard of beauty, I'm not ugly. Lord, these are horrible, y'all. Like, ugh. Anyways, we just don't work with it. I tell you, my twist outs do not look like this. When I do my twist, they do not look like these stringy pieces of mess. It's because the heat damage is just upsetting me. Anyways. So, I pray for those that have not gotten to the place where I have. Like I said, I'm still working. I'm still going through all the feelings of why I feel this way and how I went from, men, no man wanted me to several men wanted me, but I don't want them. And, you have to address that. You have to address, why don't you want these men? Is it because other women don't want them? Or is it because you're not attracted, because you don't, you have to address that. You have to address that. You have to be honest with yourself. And 9 times out of 10 for me, it's just I'm not attracted to these men. Just point blank period. The men that want me, I'm not attracted to them. And that may be sad to say, because the men that I want are not attracted to me. See how that works? But I just don't think that you should suffer with somebody that you're not attracted to. So I'm not mad at the men that I want that don't want me. Because if you're not attracted to me, you're not attracted to me. Because I sure don't want to settle with somebody I'm not attracted to just because they want me, So it's a two-way street. I get it. That's why I say you have to want who wants you, but you also have to want them. And if you don't want them, then let them find a person that wants them, Because it's clearly not you. Clearly not you. I don't have to do it band too much because that clip is too big for this little piece of hair. Okay, please. But if you're a plus size woman and you see this video, or a plus size man, y'all get treated differently too. But I think it's definitely different for women. But, let me know in the comments what your experience has been dating in this world. Have people been kind to you? Have you gotten every person that you wanted? If not, why not? Is there somebody that you want now that you know is not somebody that's checking for you? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. Because people will get on these apps and lie to you, tell you, you know what? They use this piece in another one. They will tell you, as a plus size person, I've never had any issue getting anybody I want. And that may be the case for them. But I tell you, for most people, that is not the case. Society treats us different. People treat us different. Shoot, even your own family members, if they not big, they gonna treat you different. So, we don't live in a kind world. We just don't. But it is what it is. I don't know what time it is, but I have something to do at 1 o'clock, so I need to hurry up. Might be like 12. Okay. So when I do these twists, I've never like uniform twists, meaning parts. So I'm gonna just I like free. Do it freehand because I don't want my parts to seem like they're uniform because I'm probably gonna put this up anyways in like a puff, so it don't even matter what the parts look like, what they don't look like. Yeah, that's all I have on that topic. We finish this up, and probably gonna take it out tomorrow. If not, if it's dry, I'll do it later on tonight, maybe record it. And yeah, if you see the end result of this video, that means it came out decent. If you don't, not the end result of this video, the end result of this hair, that means it came out decent. If you didn't, then if I don't post it, that means it did not come out good. And you're just gonna get this video because I'm just talking. So yeah, that's all for now. I'm gonna finish this up. This looks super weird. Get that out there. Finish this up, and yeah, we will talk soon. I know I said a lot, and I probably didn't say enough, but it's just been my experience in this world, navigating it as somebody that's heavier. Don't mean it's gonna be your experience, doesn't mean it's been other people's experience. But also, I need to touch on this. I'm keep on. I've also seen this has happened several times, as recently as maybe 2 months ago. Men will use me to get to a friend of mine, because I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of plus size friends. I don't. I have like one plus size friend, but I know a lot of people, so that tells you a lot. Most of my friends are not plus size. They're just not. So that makes me feel how you would think it would make me feel. But this dude that I met on Facebook, I've known him for a minute. He reached out to me a few months ago and was like, what's up with such and such? Like, who was that? Talking about a friend of mine. Mind you, this person's not plus size. I was like, oh, yeah, that's such and such. She's a good girl, good woman. Like, she's pretty. You should, shoot your shot. Like, that's what you want. Go ahead. Like, I think she, got a good head on her shoulder. Like, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much hyping her up so he could shoot the shot because he already asked about her. So clearly he thinking something he want to do with her. But mind you, I think this person is attractive. I think this guy is attractive. I always thought he's attractive. Anybody that look at his photo will tell you he thinks he's attractive. Every woman at least. But I'm not in the business of blocking anybody's blessings. So I don't care if I think you're attractive. I don't care if I like you. If you want somebody else that I know, all right, you want her? Okay. I think she's a great woman. You should go shoot her. Like, I'm gonna tell you that, even if she's trash. No, I'm not gonna do that. But if I feel like she's actually decent, I'm not gonna block, because I could be blocking my friend's blessing, meaning the woman, and I could be blocking this guy's blessing. I'm not gonna do that. Because if a man meets me and he knows me first and he still wants another woman, he's not the man for me. Like, he's just not the man for me. So who am I to tell you, no, I'm not gonna help you, you know, like if you want to know about this woman, no, I'm just be secret. No, like if you want to get to know her and I think she's decent, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you shoot shot. Because I'm not gonna block your blessing. I don't care if I like you, I don't care if I think you're right. Well, I'm just not that woman. But a lot of women will block the shot. But I don't believe in that because I believe if a man know who you are and you still want a friend of yours, that just ain't your man, sis. And that is okay. It is okay. For how attractive you think he is. If he know you first and he still wants your friend, he is not the man for you. Understand that. Understand that. So I told him to shoot a shot, and they ended up seeing each other at this event. Maybe a month or so later after that, after I told him to shoot a shot, because I thought he was going to like shoot a shot, like in the DM. Yeah. But they met, they ended up seeing each other at this event. They went separately, but like they just ran into each other. And she was like, he said nothing the entire time. He just looked. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all men? Like you coming in my DM about a girl that I know, asking me about her. I'm telling you, she a good woman. Go shoot your shot. You at the event, she's there, you're there. You have all opportunity to shoot your shot, and you just stare and you don't say anything. Like what? What's wrong with y'all? Like that's why these men. That's why people not getting married because men don't want to shoot their shot. Like bro, and I didn't tell him this, but she thought he was attractive. Like she was with it. Of course, I'm not gonna tell him that because I'm not gonna break what people tell me about him. Just like I didn't tell her that he was trying to shoot a shot until after the fact. Like after she was like, yeah, we was at this event and he didn't say nothing. That's when I was like, oh, well, you know, such and such. You know, he actually came to my DM a month ago and told me that, you know, he wanted to get to know you. But that's just me. I'm just, you know, unless it's something I feel like needs to be said, I'm just not going to tell other people what people tell me in confidence. So I didn't tell her until after the fact, and uh, I didn't tell him that she was attracted to him. But like she was big. All the man had to do was just go up and say, hey, how you doing? Can I get your number? Or he could have just slid her DM. It's like, why are you making it complicated? It's easy. But I don't know, I just think a lot of y'all men really don't want a woman. Y'all just want to act like you do. This is just no reason. You got all the opportunity in the world to shoot a shot, whether it be virtually, in a DM, or in person if you see this person out and you just don't say nothing. It's whack. It's cowardly. And y'all need to stop. Because women are waiting on you to approach them. But if you just sitting there standing like a weirdo, what that's gonna tell her? It's gonna tell her that you're a weirdo. So stop being weirdos. Like you see a woman out and she look good, you think you know want to shoot your shot, just do it. If she rejects you, you don't have to, you know, just take that up with God. But don't be that dude that see a woman out, don't say nothing, and then go on her DM days later. Oh, was that you at the party? Don't be that dude. Like, don't be that guy. Cause that's just weird. But yeah, that's also the type of men that I have ran into. Men that will want me to help them shoot their shot at my friend or people I know. Just like, bruh. Okay. But then again, you know, I really don't know what happened with that situation after that. They very well could be dating right now. I don't think so. But they could be. He has not said anything. She has not said anything, so I don't think they are. You never know. You live in a private world, but I doubt it. So we got it. Actually, he did move to the city that she's in now, so you never know. You just never know. enough on that. So anyways, I'm in this video because this is way too long. And yeah, we'll be back up later. Stay grateful, stay faithful, stay consistent, and